Okay, I think many of the people who worked on the things, you are getting several issues while you are doing you know you creating your own PCRs. Let when you are writing your own PCRs, have you done in the same server or you are working on your own IDS or something else? Or anybody tried the PCRs and you have any issues? I think you people can hear me, right? If I am not wrong.
Yeah, this is Manu. I
Yeah,
was
Manu.
trying to install. In my laptop. So once
Okay.
it is installed, I will start doing.
Time quota related. You are not into overtime or something else. So we are coming up to here. So here we have put a logic like sorry, this is our if. If there is a rule where we are checking his prohibition date, right? If you remember, quickly I will explain what we have done up to now. So this is the TCR we have written for provision date. I set the logic how we are calculating YSAA with a data called 36, and I am comparing if it is 0. If it is 0 or more than 0, I am passing it as true. So the condition will go to true. So now if it is true, it will read this line, means Z910. If it is not true, it will read Z913. So this our condition was ended over here. So if else, that is the condition we have written. So if you see here, I am running the same logic again. So which I want to show. I'm going to run up to 30th of June. Okay. Some and moreover, I request all our friends, like, please don't use the same penner for your testing or something else. Okay, whatever you want to write, you just copy those things. You can hire your own employees and you can work on that instead of working on the same employee, because I am working on this employee many times. Because some of the people sent when they are working on this employee, they are getting some error. It will take some time to activate some more, PCRs. And I don't see many people, who are working on or who created, new PCRs. But I suggest, if you work now when I am explaining something, that will be very, useful for you people. I know many of the people are working consultants, maybe senior consultants, but you have to, get some time if you want to, get the knowledge on PCRs and schemes. We'll do one thing, we'll, copy the standard schema again. When you delete a standard schema from, 800 client, the same schema will be copied from 000 client. That is the golden client. So maybe somebody have, if I want to delete the standard schema now, it won't allow. You will get a message, you cannot, delete the standard schema. So somebody went to the standard schema and done, some changes within that. So whenever you are working, make sure that you are not editing any of the, standard one. Right? If you remember whatever we worked previously, so I am going to insert somewhere here. So before CMBT, I am inserting if, and please correct me if I am wrong somewhere. So our actual PCR, that is, if condition is set, then I am going to insert again a thing called else. Then action, our this is 13. So we will see what exactly the PCR is. Probably is for checking the probationary date, so it is correct. So obviously 13 is to the same thing. So we are adding it to a month balance table. If you remember, before provision, if something is there, we are storing the value in a time tab called Z903. Some errors. So here we have started with a if, but we didn't ended with end if. So if clause should end with a function called end if. So if it will save now, if you check the schema, it will be okay. We'll try running the employee. If that is the error, I think the same thing will come from standard schema also. See, actually, Srikant, we are facing an issue, while running the time evaluation. So maybe somebody have changed the thing. So I am checking from my side what it was exactly happening. Okay, so there is generally in many, servers, we have an option like many of the features which are there, they are inactive. So I am going to activate this once it was generated. We can start the session. Here it was, it's working on this. So once it was done, we can, go further. And this is the thing which I am, you know, checking this thing. Let us say we'll see. Just wait for a couple of minutes. We'll see how to, rectify this. Because it's a new server again. Yesterday it worked fine, and today it's not working. There is something. So last thing, we'll hire a employee newly if something wrong with the master. I think we have, in the wrong time today. Unfortunately, we are not, somebody have done some changes to the particular. See, now it is working. So what will happen? Somebody went to, some relevant PCRs, relevant features, and they, what they will do many times, they will save the, uh, feature, and they forgot to activate this. So many features will run when you run the time evaluation, even in payroll also. See, once it was done, now all the PCRs was activated. Whatever there are lots of PCRs which really we don't use to modify those things, but many times it will be deactivated. So all these PCRs what are there in the SAP system, we activated. The same why I generated immediately this one now in front of you people is the same situation I faced in 2006 within a server which was completely from scratch. So whatever you do, you will get the same message called person rejected. Everything will be fine. His master will be fine, and everything is okay, but you will get the same error. So you have to activate the features, all the features, then you will able to run your time evaluation. So I think it will run now. Right. So we can't do, these are the situations where we have to delay our time. what we are working on here is the condition when true, that this 36 is the data we maintained in input at 41, then it went to true and we got an output called which we are generating to a time tag to the month balance table. This also somebody changed again. So I know you people know what we are creating. So don't disturb what we have already written, right? So somebody, no, okay, it's correct only. Sorry, I'm sorry. So Z901 is the time type which was creating to add to day balance table, which was creating the actual quota based on the configuration, right? Now let us say example we have here we have to get 7.5, right, for 3 months. 2.5 for each month, so 7.5 we should get. We are not getting this. This is the provision time, but we should get the number here. 2.43. How come it is 2.43? It should 2.5, right?
Hello?
Yes, Shweta.
Yeah, I just joined Krishna.
No issues. We didn't started anything. Still, everybody were struggling, with some other issues today.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Have you started with any scenario, Krishna?
Nothing.
Okay.
So I am deleting the accesses what we entered. So here, I think if I delete the options, we'll get, on 30th 6, he will generate 7.5 every month, 2.5, and is getting 7.5. Let us say the confirmation date in PA30. So it is not, mandatory that the confirmation date should be on, end of the month, right? So what it will do, the confirmation date, let us say we will put it on somewhere, some 15th of June, whatever the 36 we have written. Okay, see, this will be the questions generally, but we can explore more how to manage this basing on the PCRC. If we run the time evaluation again after changing the master, means the confirmation date. Right on 10th. If you go to the I think 10th of June only, no? We entered. Sorry, 15th. Okay. So if you go for 15th, it should go to true, right? So if you see here, it is going to true, and because that is the confirmation day, that is 15th as per infotype, 41, the date, and then what it is doing is, okay, if it is lost day, it is telling to leave, because as per the rule what we have written, it is doing like that. So if you want to change that debit addition what we have written in the PCR, right, in this PCR, if you see, if the confirmation date, then only this PCR will read, if you understand what we have written a logic in the schema, right? When it reads, it can be a end of month date or at any date, right? If it is not end of the date, we are not going to do any changes or any calculations like this, whatever we are doing in the month end, right, basing on its present days. But if it is a not month end, we have to credit, if it is a confirmation date, we have to credit this one, which is, which this time type will store the quota eligibility up to its confirmation date. So what I am doing, if it is not end of the period, if it is end of the period, anyhow, we are adding whatever there it was stored in Z903, that is the quota is eligible before confirmation. So we are creating at the end of the day, as well as we are creating the same thing to the same time type at any day when the employee was confirmed. Okay, so once it was created, we have to make it as 0. The same logic what I explained you in the previous class. Got it what I am doing? Else we will check in the log. Let us see if I have written the same thing. What it will do is, see, again I will go to the same date, which is the confirmation date, right? So 15th, we are telling it's the confirmation date for the employee as per infotype 41. So it went to true, and it is reading this line, which is the actual PCR to generate the quota. So what here we have written is, it is last day or not, we are checking. Then what we are doing, if it is not last day also, whatever day it is there, whatever the balance is there for the employee, we are pushing it to a time type called Z901. And then because we created the number which is there here in the time type to the quota, this is the quota time type. So that's why we are making it as 0, because it was over already, we have created. So let us say on this particular day, if you see the quota generation, it will be with the balance whatever it is there for 2 months, that is 5 we are creating over here, right? The quota will be 5 creating on the particular day. What generally in companies they will do is, whenever they are running a confirmation action, they will run the time evaluation manually. Okay, up to that day. Else, the time evaluation will be scheduled in the backend. So whenever the confirmation was happened, he will get on the particular day, he will get this particular number as his eligibility. Right? From that point of date, he can use this file. Let us say if you go to the end of the month, when it will be running on 30th, the time evaluation, what it will happen? It will read the same this one, but if you see the Salado table, whatever this we added here, it is already, we made it as 0 in the previous this one. So this won't add again, the 5 won't add, whatever the generated 2.5 will add to that 5, and you will be getting, if you see Salado table, there is this time tag is storing as 0, so it is not adding anything in the Salado table. If you go to the ZDS table, or if you go to the quota, how much it is generating, it will produce only 2.5, which is eligible for the current month, because the confirmation is on 15th. He got the eligibility quota on 5th itself. Sorry, 15th itself. Yes, Sagar, it's 15. Right? I think somebody, I got many mails from many people, like stating on many doubts. But whatever the things are there, we have to, how I can say, we have to go through the flow of PCR, what we are writing, and we have to think what we have to modify. Let us say, we have to study like this, right? From schema, we have to study whatever the things we are doing. So we have created a, if logic, a PCR again here, then else, there is a PCR, then end if. So why we have written if it is prohibition expired or not. So likewise, we have to think some logic, and we have to, explore if prohibition expired on, let us say, 15. Then this rule was reading, right? So that is why we went here to this rule, and we have written a logic, to add. Let's go here. Okay, if it is not end of the period, we are adding this. If it is end of the period, whatever the eligibility he had, this is the very first logic, if you remember. So this I am adding if it is end of the period, apart from this logic. So this logic should work at any point of day. That is why I am putting or here under the note no. Got it? Can I continue?
Krishna, just a second. 15th of June is the date what you have given. For 15 days, will it not calculate on prorata? Like only for 2 months it is credited as 5, right?
On 15th of month, right?
See,
Let us
1st
say
of April
any
is what?
day. No, what I am telling is, what 15th we are generating this on 15th of June. Any day of this month. What is the employee? If you have given an Excel to you as a HR, how you will calculate and how you will put?
So 1.25. No?
Pardon?
For the month of June, it is 1.25. April 2.5, May 2.5. Yeah, April 2.5, May 2.5, and June 15. So for 15 days, 1.25. So when we are crediting quota for that employee on 15th, it has to be 7. No.
You have to come up to the actual requirement. What is the company policy? every month end they are going to credit his eligible quota. Right? June was not completed. So how you will credit the June one?
But employee might ask, I was there for 15 days, right?
You have to put the
But
papers
can we
there.
write that logic? Is it possible?
Yes, you can try.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, let me try and I'll come back to you.
Okay. What I am telling is, initially our requirement is every month we are going to credit his, quota at the end of the month, right? If I am telling I am going to credit in the start of the month, that is a different logic. Depends on the requirement, we have to write the rule. That's what I am telling. So as per our requirement, if you see, April he eligible for 2.5, May he was eligible for 2.5. Right? In June, because it is 15th, it's not end of the month, we are creating what he was eligible for April and May, not for June. But see, what I am telling is we have all the tools. This is for all the people. Generally, you just remember what I am telling. See here what we have. Okay, we didn't still went to that operation within VARST. We can check every day of the month. Okay, basing on that, you can do your own mathematical calculations for pro rata basis. We'll go for a few of the examples for that also. But don't be confused. First, you try to understand what these things were doing. Once you are comfortable on this, then you can, write your own logics, whatever thoughts you are having inside. So can we go for next scenario or any doubts from anybody? Remy, I think you have some questions still you didn't get back.
Hi, Krishna. You've cleared the probation thing, so I'll give it a try, then I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Krishna, one more doubt in the same PCR. When we actually execute in 2016 for type, will it create two separate records? One for 5 and another one for 2.5, or will it show as cumulative
It depends
7?
on configuration.
Okay.
If
Okay,
whatever the
okay.
quota you are telling is annual, it will create only one record.
Okay.
Right? We are giving it as generation, right? Plus we are giving. So whenever it generates, it will add to that calendar quota.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Right? Yeah. So shall we go for the carry forward thing? How it will happen for the day? There are 2 PCRs we have to return for this. Then we will come back if you have any other scenarios again on the same, these points. Okay, leave carry forward will happen only through PCR and the time evaluation. There is no SAP standard functionality, to do the carry forward through RP TQTA program. Okay, whatever the, in the configuration part, you can see some of the places, like you can see transfer, entitlement, such kind of things. Don't think it is, carry forward of the quota. It is from, leave entitlement info type, that is 0005 to quotas, which is the new thing. From in 4.7 we have, 0005, from there to transfer. It's a separate logic. It is not relevant as of now. So if you require the leave carry forward thing, you have to use time evaluation. If not, you have to maintain manually. Okay. So we'll catch up the leave carry forward. We have several, scenarios will be there when we are, carry forwarding the leave. Apart from, maximum 10 leaves should be carry forward or 30 leaves should be carry forward. Apart from that, we have several things. So today we will discuss the basic leave carry forward from 1 year to 100 year. So first we will do without writing any PCRs how our leave will be generated for the next year. Let us say I will run up to right. So ours is the calendar year quarter. If I am running up to here on the 1st of April, whatever the balance is there, 1st of January, whatever the balance is there, it should generate. This is the end day of the calendar year, right? 31st December. So if you see the quota which was generating over here is 22.5, because there is a deficit of 3 months of employee hiring date. So it was prorating and it is decreasing that 7.5 for the employee. So he is eligible for 22.5 for the employee. Okay, if you are going for the next financial year, next calendar year, the quota what it was generating will be a different one, which is up to 31/12/2015 itself. It's not for 2016. It is not carry forwarding the things, right? Let us say if you run for 31st of January, then you can understand how the quotas will generate. Like our Shweta asked, right? 2 quotas will generate or not. If the calendar year changed, then the second quota will generate. So if you see on the last day of January, see there are 2 quotas here generated, means same quota with 2 records. So the first quota is up to here, that is 31st of December, where you can replace with 22, and the second quota is with only 2.5, that is again the eligible amount for the month of January. So now how we are going to carry forward this number to this? So let us say if there is no restrictions or limits, how much should be this quota for 1st of January? It should be 25 instead of 2.5, because 22.5 is coming from the last year and it is it should carry forward on the particular year record also. It should be 25. So how we are going to work on this? This is a straightforward scenario. Then you can come up with your own requirements, and I will tell you several requirements on this, right? Before that, what we will do is we will do a live run and we will create a record for this employee. I am running the test run. So this record should create for this particular employee. So whatever that 22.5 is there, it should generate for this employee. Right? So this employee is having 22.5 from April, means from his hiring date to end of the calendar year. So now this should be carried forward. Let us say he didn't utilize any of the leaves. So these leaves should be carried forward to the next year. Right? So how we are going to write few PCRs to catch up these things is the scenario. Just give me 2 minutes of time, I will be back.
Hello?
Break. So we are going to write a initial PCR to check his quota. See what I am check balance on, right? 3112. Say whatever the year. So on every year on 31st of March, how much he is having the balance after utilizing the leaves. So this is the PCR we are writing for that purpose. So here again we don't have any special requirement for PCR grouping as well as the time types. So I am continuing from here. So here we have to get the quotas. Again we are using operation called HRS. There are a vast number of operands and operations were used with HRS function. So we have a let us say I am comparing with the lot scenario. If you remember, when you are going to call a date type and some difference between the date type in the lot scenario where you are working on what is that prohibition date. So what we have done some logic like YSAA, then we are giving some time type called date type called 36, right? So you are getting a difference of the dates for the from the time evaluation date and the date stored in 36. But here again we are changing this Y to F. Okay, let us say we will go from the documentation. Okay, please check how I am going to the documentation so that you can again check what exactly it is telling, how many modifications you can do as per your requirement. Okay, so select this, give your HRS is equal to, and then press F1. That is for help. So anyhow, I said these are the things for operators. You already know is equal to or divided by or compare and all this stuff. So then I am going to the actual operand and I am checking for which is the relevant thing which I can get from InfoTab 2006, right? You can go for Control F. See, here are a few of the things which you are going to get from 2006, right? See, if you are going for, I am going for F actually. Okay, so if I am going for HRS is equal to 1 stands for is equal to F, you can click on this, right? So what I am giving over here is I am going to give HRS is equal to F C followed by quota. So this is the single digit numeric which we can use. Okay. See, if you are giving R, F followed by R, right? This is the syntax, if you remember. So what X I am giving, what is the QQ I am giving, what is the V I am giving. So X after F, if I put R, I will get the remaining quota on the particular day because I am checking on the 31st of this one, right? So then I am giving the quota number, which quota? So our quota number is 10, that is 10, right? Then on the last digit, which is V, right? I am going to see whatever if the same quota is having multiple records, if say we can get all the records for that. You can go through the documentation, you can use all these things and you can write what was happening exactly, right? Can I go back and we'll build some logic over here? We'll see FR, then our quota number, R stands for remaining, balance of the quota from this one, from all the quotas which are existing in the period. Right? So what I got the remaining balance, so I can add it to a time type. I will come back, no issues, because we are going to write some other logic above this. So what I am doing is I am pushing it to a time type to a day balance. Say we will create a new time type for this. So right. So whatever the balance is there, I am going to push to this particular time type. But if you have some questions, you have to tell, why there is no logic we have written. It is 31st of December or not. Right. So we have to put this logic first. Then we have to call the balance from the quota. Then we have to push it to a time type. On 1st of January, again we have to write a PCR, and we have to call this PCR from the previous day, and we have to push to the quota. So that is what carry forward, and that's what we are going to do. Shweta, any questions?
No, Krishna. Thank you.
So what I will do is, you can do these things also whenever you have, want to save these things. You can select this with F9 and you can cut it. So what here we are going to write is, we are going to check if it is, December with VRST operation. We have an operation called CRMO. right? Current period. Just remember this is period. So current period 09, stands for December for India payroll. If you are working for US or some other countries, basing on the financial year, you can put this number. So I am creating another logic. If it is ninth period, that is December, there is a operation called read. I will show you in the documentation again. Don't worry. Right? You all understand what is star star every time why we are giving star star. Okay. Apart from this 09, okay, period, if any period is there, on that period we are not going to work on this. Right? So this rule, how it will read, it will check is this the date, else it will go for leave. Then again, if this is the date, then it will go for relevant day of the month, and if this is the date, it will go here. If not, it will go here. So if it's not 31st of December, we are telling it. So this rule will work only on 31st of December. So here which we copied previously, so I am pasting over here, right? We'll see how the time type is there, because I was what is the time type we created as 094, I think. Somebody created maybe, right? So we will use a new one. So this I want to push it in day balance. See, there are several logics. You can put it in cumulative period balance and transfer from the period, so that it will go for next month. Then you can call this. Then you can make it as 0. There are several options. I am telling all the options which are available. So this is one of the way. So I am creating a new time type with only save day balance. Z905. So here also I am changing the data to Z9. So we will first check how this rule was running, inserting in the main schema. I think somewhere we have opened. So where to insert this? Because if you remember what we are doing with this PCR, we are calculating the actual quota balance on 31st of December. So if you remember, this quota will generate the actual final quota on 31st of December. So whatever the PCR you are writing, you have to insert this PCR after this quota. Then only you will get the accurate value without missing the last month's quota or the last day's quota. Okay, if you have SAP had given a similar, example Z PCR or here to carry forward the things. So because we are calling within the PCR, you are calling the data from info type 2006. Here you have to use a function called P2006, which was given by SAP. Then our PCR, which was Z914, right? I think it's 14, right, which we created. So this we are inserting after the quota function. So just remember why you are inserting after the quota function on 31st of December also. In our example, let us say there is a 2.5 which will be generated. That also we have to take into consideration while doing the carry forward, right? So that is why I have inserted this after function quota. Right? So we will see how it will be generating on 31st of December. If we have put a logic called 09, that is the period and month. So I have to check with that again how it is generated. Right? So we are going here up to, here is the it's still I think we'll see here. See what will happen in the time evaluation. It will check for period modifier 01, right? Payroll periods, if you remember, time evaluation will go with date modifier 01. So what we will do here is we will change our schema over here to calendar periods. How it will work. So what it will do is it will go for this, and it is going to generate a day balance table with a time type called Z905, which was created by us. So whatever the value it is coming, it will be stored here. If some value is already there in this, it will be overwritten because I am putting Z, right? But one more thing, what I said is, whenever you are generating a day balance table, there should be a CUMBT function. Then only our ZES table will update. So what we have to do is, after this line, we have to put a CUMBT function. Then only our table will be updated with the TES table. Those are the basics we have to remember when you are writing something. Means adding a time type to ZES table, day balance table, or still we didn't went, that is ZL table, wage step table. You have to mandatorily put CUMBT, then only our tables will update. If not, it will store in a table called TES, which will be it's not a storage point, it's a temporary storage point. So here what we have to do is, in the schema we have to insert a line. after your PCR called CEMBT. See, if you see the SAP example also, they have used a PCR over here and they have put a CEMBT function over here. So whenever you are writing a PCR and quota carry forward, you have to put a CEMBT. So instead of inserting a new thing, I just activated this line because already it is there, right? So I saved this, and whenever if you run again, you can check the quota balance if it is coming correctly or not. So now after CEMBT function, you can see before CEMBT function there is TES table which will be stored, which is the quota balance over here. And if you go for ZES on the last day of this one, the time type with 22.5 is generating, right? So I am doing a live run up to here, let us say. Then what we will do, we will run for the next on only 1st of April. He should be eligible for whatever the quota he is eligible from the last year, which is the carry forward one. So for that again you have to write a PCR calling the time type. Balance brought forward, say EL on first of January. So what we are doing here is, in the previous PCR, we are checking if it is December and it is 31st or not. Then only it was reading, and with a operation which is pulling the data from 2006 info type with a quota type called 10. Whatever the balance is there, it is pulling. Okay, so now here we have to check the date if it is 1st of January or not. So for that also the same, whatever the operations we use, right, CURMO, which will get the current period. So here what I am doing, so I am checking if it is January or not. If it is not January, I am not going to process this. If it is January, then I am going to check the relevant day. So read A is the operand. If it is any other day apart from 01, then I am going to leave. If it is the relevant day, then I am going to write some logic. Okay, so just see how the flow we are writing. There are several conditions we are putting over here. Okay, if you have to check what is CRMO again with VRST, then go to documentation. We have all the stuff again. So from there only I fetched all this stuff. the CURMO, current time evaluation period, and we are using another thing which is reday again after this. So reday is relevant day of the time evaluation period, whatever the day. So if it is January 01, then I am going to process this PCR. If not, I am going to leave. So the PCR won't work on any other day. So then the same thing we have written for 31st of December. So what I am telling is, again I am using HRS is equal to what I said already to the documentation. I am using a letter called L, because previously, if you remember, we used Y for getting day types, we used F to getting the quota number. Then here I am using L followed by a time type. What we created, time type 5, I think. Right. So what L stands for and what is this time type? Why we have given this? I am going for F1. These are the operators. Okay, plus, minus, divided by, compare, and all this stuff. And this is the main, operand which I am going to write. So here is the L, if you see. So the time type from the previous day is put into the number of hours from ZES, because I pushed it to a ZES table. Okay, the previous day, whatever the ZES table consists of, the particular time type number will come to the HRS table. So 1st of January we are writing the rule. The very previous day is 31st of December. Right? So that is the thing I am going to write over here. So what we got, whatever the 22.5 which was stored one day prior to 1st of January, that is 31st of December. On that day only we are pushing this time type, right? So I got this 22 number over here. So to generate the quota, what we will do? These things I hope you should understand, because we have working on the same thing. So the same time type I am going to push over. This time type which we have given in the configuration. Right? You got the logic, right? Previous PCR, whatever the balance is there on 31st, we are pushing to this time type. With this PCR, I am checking 1st of January and I am getting the last day value, whatever it is there. So then I am pushing to the actual time type which we have given in the configuration. So whenever you insert this PCR above the quota function, so it will generate the quota. So let us say we will insert this PCR. See, here is the actual PCR which was written. This, why we have put an after this function, anyhow this will read on 31st of December. So our PCR, the second PCR should read on 1st of December and it should generate the quota. So it should be above quota function as well as CEFB, right? So it should not be between any if and else condition. This if and else and if condition we have put in for for our provision and all this stuff. So carry forward should happen after this. So I am giving a ACT above function and 15, right? We have written. So I am giving the PCR over here. Just think why I am not giving the PCR in any if else condition, because the carry forward will happen apart from his provision period or not. Okay, let us say if it should happen, let us say many times if employee joins on 31st of December, so then it should not happen. Then you think and you insert PCR accordingly. It should be in else or not. Okay, that will be again a separate scenario again. You just think where to put. So here I am not considering this to any of this if and else, because it's the basic one. I want to show you how the carry forward was happening. So I am inserting just about CEMBT function, right? So we will see how it will work for us. So it is calling lost time tab, and it is adding Z901. If we are not wrong, there should be a ZES table with the relevant time tab. If you see 22.5, it is getting to the time tab which will generate the actual quota through our configuration, right? So obviously on this particular day, we will be having two quotas. The old quota up to December, it was carry forward into the new record, that is 22.5. So current month anyhow he is eligible for 2.5 at the end of the month. So if you check at the end of the month, he will be getting 25 leaves. So I think I have given from it. Right, let us say we will take for 31st of January. If you see the quota output, he will be eligible for 25 instead of 2.5. So this is what the topic which I want to explain for you people. I think I explained a bit fast today, I hope. No issues. If you have any queries, I will repeat the things again for you. Any questions from anybody?
Krishna, I just want to know one more thing. We are carrying forward the quota to next year, whatever the balance available from the previous year.
Yes.
For example, on 2nd of January, we go back to December and make some loss of pay for a particular period for 15 days. So will the carry forward also recalculate?
Yes.
Okay.
See from where I am running here. Say I have put a wrong date. See, from this date only I am running, right?
Yes.
Already I have run for 31st.
Yes.
What is it? 31st December I done a live run.
Yeah, it's updated.
It's okay, right?
Krishna, can you generate on 1st of January and then shall we do?
Pardon?
Can we carry
First of-
forward on 1st of January? Let a quota get created on 1st of Jan and then we will do for previous year.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Because because I generated only up to, 1st of January,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So now what you want me to do?
Previous year, anytime in December or November, certificate leave it out there.
The same date I will do. Anyhow, it's the previous year, right?
Okay.
When it was gone,
From 10th.
up to 10th
Yeah.
it's gone, right? It
Yeah.
will do. So all these things you can test yourself. No issues.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it will work. See, the previous quota also it's reduced, whatever it is. Right? It will restructure the things, whatever the
No,
eligibility
but it was
of the person.
21.21, I think, right? No,
But
22 point, yeah.
you check yourself.
Yes,
You
I'll
know
do that.
it's a standard functionality. Don't worry. It's a successful software all over the world.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
So if
Sure.
we
I will
are
test for sure.
doing something, we are wrong. So we have to put your logical brain and you have to decode the thing. Okay. I saw a couple of mails from you today, right?
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
couple of answers I have given, but the thing is, before posting a mail to me, you try resolving. Why immediately? See, if you got a doubt now, don't put immediate mail. You work on
Okay.
that for a couple of days. Okay.
Okay. Sure,
So
sure.
you have to think yourself. See, what I am telling is, I am ready to help all you people, but if I am helping you every time, you don't get any knowledge. This is for all. Okay, you try doing it. Okay, it's a simple logic, right? What are the tools I am explaining you? Whatever I am explaining is the tools and how it will be useful for us. It is not like I can explain all the scenarios, all the clients, whatever they require, I can explain everything to you. But only I am explaining is how can we use these tools? How can we use VRST operation? How can we use HRS operation? How can we use all this stuff? So we have to decode all the time, right? Just think, if really you are struggling, definitely I am here to help you,
Okay, Krishna.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Any questions from anybody else?
So
I
what's
have,
the topic for tomorrow?
we'll go with this schedule, or if you require anything more on, quota carry forward, I will explain few of the scenarios,
Okay.
right? In quota carry
Okay.
forward itself, how can we restrict few of the client requirements? We will go through that. If time is there, I will go for the next topic.
Okay. Krishna, one more thing in quota carry forward. Now, what we are doing is we are overwriting with the same quota. Sometimes the client would like to know the carry forward quota separate and current year
Then that will
cumulative
create a new
quota
quota.
or two
See,
separate
actually,
quotas we have to
that
create.
is
Okay.
there. See what you are doing here, the carry forward amount of 1st of January, you are pushing to this time tab. Sorry, to this time tab, right?
Yeah.
Which was assigned to a quota called 10. In the configuration, you create a quota called 20, which is carry forward quota. Whatever the
Okay.
text you want, you can give. You can
Okay.
place a other time type in there, and you can change this time type. So the new quota will generate.
Okay. We have to create a different type and assign that in base entitlement to the other quota.
Yes, that's it.
Okay.
It's simple.
Okay.
It's nothing. Everything is possible. It's very simple. So
Okay.
if I want to explain the topic, what I have to do for you for this simple topic, I have to create a new quota again.
No, I
Yes.
understood. No need. No, I
But
understood.
it is possible. The same thing you can carry, because we done many times. Many times client will ask like that only.
Okay.
So we can create that basing on that also they will ask several conditions you can put it.
Okay. And the maximum balance carry forward, like forfeiture policy.
That we will check tomorrow.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Here itself you can compare if you are getting this amount. Let us say if you are really, you want to work more, here itself you can compare. You got the amount, how much it is, 22.5. So you can, you can compare this greater than, less than, equal to, whatever you want, you can build the logic. But I will explain the scenario
Okay, no problem.
because I am going to take that scenario tomorrow,
Okay.
right? So any questions from anybody? Nobody is posing questions. I think all are able to hear me, right? I think I have 10 people in my team, but nobody is speaking. Yes, Srikanth. Okay. Okay then. You will try working on this more whenever you got the time. Make your time. Then if you continue the classes, it will be a bit interesting for you people as well as me also. Right? So meet you tomorrow in the session.
Okay,
Thanks,
Krishna. Thank
Krishna.
you.
We'll
Yeah. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Good night.